Hi there everyone. Today in the mail I received my 2011 Stanley Cup emblem from the finals. I'm in the process of making the decision of either putting it on the Henrik Sedin jersey or the Boston Bruins soon to be Brad Marchand jersey. Technically, as everyone knows, Boston Bruins won the Stanley Cup that year. And to some people, especially if you don't live in Vancouver, it would make sense to put it on the Boston Bruins jersey. And that's most certainly an option for me. I was leaning towards that direction. But I don't necessarily have to pick Boston. You may go, well, Vancouver didn't win the Stanley Cup. I mean, they had a riot afterwards as well. This, that, and the other. And I did make the argument of the LGBT movement, and this would be my protest of me saying I'm going to side with Boston on this one because I don't like the direction Vancouver's going in. And I also made the comparison that, look, I got a little confused, a little mixed up, I'm being a bit silly about it, and Boston looked a bit more like the 94 Canucks than the 2011 Vancouver Canucks do. That's not fair at all, but I'm choosing to go with that theory anyway, just because I'm not happy with certain decisions that have been made in the Vancouver Canuck organization. What people don't understand is that, okay, it doesn't matter what jersey I put this on, it's still not an original, because these jerseys I did not buy during the 2011 playoffs. I didn't buy them before they made it to the finals. The Henrik Sedin Vancouver Canuck jersey I've only had for a couple of months, and I bought it because it was on a deal. As I've said before, I'm not actually a big fan of the Orca logo. Some people are, I'm not. There are a lot of things to consider. Most people who are hockey fans who do not live in Vancouver despise the Canucks. For whatever reasons, a lot of people do, especially in the States. I don't know about so much in Alberta, but I would suspect they don't like us much too. The thing is, like, I could put this on the Henrik Sedin jersey anyway, even though they didn't win the Stanley Cup, because it's still worthwhile. A lot of people will go, it brings up memories of Vancouver losing, this, that, and the other. But it still makes it a terribly unique jersey, and harder to find. You can pick up a jersey of Boston or Vancouver with the 2011 emblem on it. That's not that big an issue, but it is harder to find because you can go to any store that sells jerseys and buy either a Boston Bruins jersey pretty easily or a Vancouver Canucks jersey that's the same from 2011. That'll soon change when Adidas takes over. Reebok jerseys will be harder to find, and then therefore it'll be harder, even harder to get ones with this on it, because they'll stop making Reebok jerseys, and Reeboks were indicative to the 2011 playoffs, as they have been every year until, this upcoming year. There isn't anything stopping me from actually buying another one of these and just putting it on the other jersey anyway, whichever one I decide to put it on. But for the time being, I have one, and I paid a pretty fair price for it. You can get these on eBay, and I got it pretty quickly. So I'm still on the fence, and it is important because should my channel be successful for reasons I'm not going to bring up in this video, this could be an important decision to make, where I want the Stanley Cup emblem to go, because there are aspects of the Vancouver Canucks organization that I do like, and there are reasons why I would want to put this on the Vancouver Canucks jersey, and I wouldn't wear the Henrik Sedin jersey less often because this was on it. Because I'm not one of these people who goes, oh, they didn't win, this is going into, the vault of, unhappy endings for the Vancouver Canucks organization. No, I don't look at it that way at all. I mean, if it were available, I'd buy the DVD of Vancouver versus New York Rangers. I must admit, I wouldn't watch that too much, but they do have Game 7 on YouTube, in case anyone wanted to know. They might even have Game 7 of Boston versus Vancouver. I'm not sure about that, they may not. And it may be different from region to region. But it is important because, you know, I actually wear these jerseys, and people note upon that I wear hockey jerseys. Now, I've seen a lot of this, the hockey guy on the YouTube, and he's somewhere in the Vancouver area. But to be honest with you, I never see anyone else walking around with jerseys, and if that's the main thing that he does is jerseys, he must be somewhere else every time I'm walking by, because I never see anyone else quite like me. But I bet he goes to a lot of games. I bet that's the difference, and that's where he wears his jerseys. Whereas I will wear a jersey for a team that may not even be playing that day. It could be in the off season, and I'll be wearing a jersey. And it could very well be a jersey of an infamous character such as Brad Marchand with the 2011 Stanley Cup logo. It really all depends. This may influence how I behave, you know, once I get into the hockey community, whether I'm going to be some sort of a prick, or if I'm going to be well respected, or but people are going to like me, they're going to hate me, whatever. And you may go, it's just a logo for a playoff season that had already happened long ago, and the outcome's already been decided. But it's much more than that. Hockey fans, they take their game very seriously. And to some people who don't understand hockey, a very simplified version of what it is, just the thought of seeing 2011 Stanley Cup emblem on a Boston Bruins jersey is enough to send them into a fit. Because they're, you know, pig-headed, stupid barbarians. Obviously, I'd be slightly more cautious if I put this on the Boston Bruins jersey. But I think just wearing a Boston Bruins jersey anyway in Vancouver, you could be asking for attention you wouldn't have wanted. But I have this sense of invincibility for reasons I'm not going to explain, which makes me immune to doubt that anything could go wrong. So at this point, still on the fence what I want to do. In all likelihood, it's probably going on the Boston jersey, because it makes economic sense for one thing. This one already has a name on it, and of course Henrik Sedin being the captain, whereas this one has nothing on it, and it's gonna cost me $80 or whatever to have that put on anyway. Like, I want a name on all my jerseys, and if I put this on it, then that gets included in the bundle, and you know, I get a bit of a deal. Whereas if I put this on the Henrik Sedin jersey, his name's already on it, and it'll cost me, I don't know, like $20 to have this put on it. I mean, I guess I could have a seamstress put it on, but I prefer having my guys put it on, to be honest with you. So, I mean, it wouldn't cost any more to have this put on, the Boston jersey, with, you know, the name Brad Marchand and his number. I thought about putting the assistant captain on it, but that wasn't accurate to the time, and he was only assistant captain very rarely. So it is still open to debate. There's arguments on both sides. Right now, I am leaning towards putting it on the Boston Bruins Brad Marchand jersey. And I know I'll have people go, oh, nobody cares what jersey you put it on. Nobody watches your videos, and you're an idiot for believing that people do, and all this. There's always naysayers. But between me and whoever's watching this video, naysayers are people who can't do things themselves. They only know how to criticize. They don't know how to do things. And they are naysayers because they're jealous and they're pathetic. And if there's always going to be someone who says, no, you can't do this, no, you're wrong, no this, no that. And if you listen to them, then unfortunately the dustbin of history is where you will end up. And that is not happening to me. And it don't matter what somebody says. It doesn't matter if they get angry about it or OCD or whatever. You just gotta ignore them. You just, if they're in your way, find a way around them. Push them out of the way if you have to. If they're going to be, physical presence there that's gonna, cause you problems, then you're just watching your own ass is what you're doing. There's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, really happy that this came in the mail. Very excited about that. It's exactly what I wanted. And I will think about it for a few days because I'm not in a rush to put Brad Marchand on the Boston Bruins jersey, but I would really like to hear a counter argument. I've given the reasons why I would prefer to put it on the Boston Bruins jersey, and it's not because they won the Stanley Cup. That's not the reason. I guess it accompanies the chain of reasons I have for putting it on the Boston Bruins jersey, but in and itself, not the only reason. As I told you, I don't like where the Vancouver Canucks organization's going. I don't like their affiliates. There are those within management that I'm not going to like if I ever got to know them. Loss, very complicated subject. Anyway, as of right now, if I were to do a vote of what I think is going on, I'd have to say 70% in favor for Boston, 30% in favor for Vancouver. But the thing is, there is no wrong answer. Whatever jersey I put it on is a good decision. It's just, decisions. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Have a good one. And if I pick a jersey, such as Boston, and people don't like it, or I pick Vancouver and other people don't like it, too bad. I've made my decision. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Have a good one.